Hi, welcome. I wish to begin this course by introducing myself, not because I overly love the spotlight or that I need to boost my ego, okay, maybe just a little bit, but because I believe that we learn faster by playfully downloading and experiencing the energy within, from and through healing stories. Listening to a short introduction of my healing live streams here, you can see it as a download or like a free flow of information. So here we go. My name is Hira Hosen, and both names are spiritual names I received over the last 30 years of journeying through different countries, dimensions, consciousness grids, dreams, teachings, and lifetimes in past, present, and future. I received the name Hira in India back in 1998 through a water blessing ceremony with a rainbow sister named Tara. Hira came with a Native American song of a tribe where the women sing this song when the moon is full for the healing of the tribe and humanity. At this time, we were staying in a Kali temple in Omkareshwar, an island of pilgrimage, with a beautiful Indian family. And so when we told them about my new name, Hira, they were very excited to tell us that the name in Hindi means diamond. So I felt double blessed. Then, years later, I discovered that Hira in Sanskrit also means thunderbolt. And additionally, that Mohammed received the Quran in a cave named Hira. I always say to my students that it's much more easy to connect to the multifaceted rainbow of the diamond light than it is to the thunderbolt. But if you need a strong and irreversible awakening through any of the thunder teachings that I am connected to, you're also more than welcome. About 20 years later, when I lived in Ibiza, an island in Spain, for some time, my name Hira changed into Hira, while I was sitting there in meditation in a beautiful power place, a rock formation in the sea called Esvedra. I was feeling a little hesitant to change my name again, like I did before in 1998, when I gave up my birth name. But then I learned that in the ancient Egyptian lineages and many other traditions, your name changes when your frequency or your vibrational signature changes. So I accepted it. Now there's a little confusion around me about my name, as you'll hear it pronounced in different ways depending on who says it and from what phase of my life they know me. But ultimately I am no one, so I can be anyone. So you can name me as you wish. It's all good. The name Hosèn is a Japanese name given during my Zen nun ordination by my Zen master Hosèn in Spain in the year 2007, within the Zen Soto lineage from Master Deshimaru. And it means source of the jewel. Normally in the Zen tradition, you're not supposed to reveal your nun name. You can work with your bodhisattva name, which comes before the ordination of nun, which for me is Ranji, or orchid of the temple. But somehow I tend to do things differently than most, so when I was guided by Source to work through the name Hosèn, I was very happy to do so. I lived for about 10 years with our just-born daughter Mahatma and my then husband and Zen master Kosho in a Zen temple in France, in Languedoc-Roussillon, in the south of France, where we lived completely isolated in the mountains far away from civilization with 60 acres of pure land, a beautiful spring offering thousands of liters of pure source water every day. There was eagles, there was wildlife, there was deers. And for about 10 years I lived there, until my physical body elemental made it clear to me that it was time to move forward and to expand and share my awareness into different areas in the world. I'm 51 years young at the time of this recording, and for the past 20 to 30 years I've dedicated most of my life towards different expansion of awareness practices, teachings and lineages. When I commit to a practice, I don't go halfway, I go all in. Therefore, a lot of these teachings have left their imprint on how I teach, or I prefer to say, on how I transmit these energies, how these energies come through my channel, my human vessel. I'm mentioning some of these teachings here because your sensitivity will feel them, and also to honor the knowledge and the masters of these lineages. For example, the Soto Zen lineage of Master Deshimaru, the Tao tradition of the Nai Dan Kung, which means dragon portal lineage, the Burn Buddhist and Dzogchen lineages, the ancient Egyptian tantric lineages of Isis and Hathor, including many other Egyptian gods and goddesses, and also the ancient Egyptian tantric practices of Mary Magdalene and Joshua ben Joseph, of the golden and the black snake. I've also been teaching in my Black Diamond Tantra teachings. And finally, the fairies and the dragons that I've been working with from birth and beyond. Many of you also know me as a certified teacher of the School of Remembering that was co-founded by Drunvalo Melchizedek in Sedona in 2011, which is now closed, but through which I've been continuously teaching until this day about the living light body of the Merkaba. And also, most importantly, living in the two sacred spaces of the heart, the sacred and the tiny space of the heart. And I know it's going to sound a little exaggerated, but I have thousands of years of preparations, counted in human life years, to be here at this important and crucial moment of transitions on our planet, like many other light beings who are here for this reason. So these lifetimes of preparations will be woven into these teachings here. But what you will find in the different essentials of this course is that it's mostly based on the Tao tradition, and that it's adapted to a more feminine approach. Not only because the times of patriarchal structures is ending, but mostly simply because I'm a woman. I'm here to co-create a new light paradigm, like many other light beings who are here for this reason. We are consciously choosing, moment to moment, to move away from the old light-dark paradigm. That's very exciting. This is like a time where all prophecies have been pointing towards. It's not for nothing that there has never been so many light workers on our planet as there are today, to make sure we move into that direction of the new light. The earth, as a living spirit, has ascended into a new level of awareness around 2011, 2012, and now is the time for our human collective to do the same. So there's an energetic and a physical split going on between those two timelines, between those who wish to continue the old light-dark paradigm and those souls who wish to co-create a new light paradigm with new structures of work, being, and living. Now, what I've found in over a decade of teaching students worldwide is that, of course, we have endless levels and portals and dimensions in our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies, but that we carry three main different levels in the body from where we exist in what you could say 3 main dimensions or levels or fields of awareness. In the Tao tradition we call this the Shen, the Qi and the Jing bodies. Now what I've found also is that through teaching about the higher dimensions of the living light body, which is basically the Shen level, that thousands of students would receive these teachings perfectly, some of them even transformed from day into night, or night actually into day, up until like even changing their eye colors, and some returned from the dead, or they healed lifelong traumas. But then when they would face endless challenges in how to integrate these teachings into their daily lives, I would see these same students, sometimes days or weeks or months or even years later, and nothing constructive really changed. What also showed is that yes, we can work through the high teachings of the third eye and the crown locations on the Shen level, and we can also work on opening the heart, which is in the Tao the elixir field of the heart in our inner landscape, the Qi level. But if we don't work on our foundation, which is in the belly or the Jing level first, then we won't be able to truly transform or manifest from these places within our being. Because, for example, our sexual energy and everything related to it concerning survival and our most dense belief systems and patterns of thought and feelings and behavior, they are still interlaced with low frequency vibrations. So this is one of the main reasons why I started this course, to start down in the body, to start at the beginning, and then slowly and gently move upwards into the higher frequencies once a proper foundation is established. To offer the teachings of perceiving and recognizing our true nature to students who are truly ready and have stabilized in more mature levels of being able to safely activate their sexual energy, which is our strongest energy, before we move into the higher symbols of the Qi and the Shen bodies in our inner landscape.